In 1992, Trashiyangtse was upgraded to a full-fledged Dzongkhag. Prior to that, it was a Dzongkhag. It is located in the eastern part of Bhutan with a geographical area of 1,437.9 square kilometers. History has it that in the 15th century, Tirten Pema Lingpa visited the place and named it Trashiyangtse. As compared to other districts, Trashiyangtse is a place richly endowed with several hidden sites. In its upper reaches, there are Riksum Kempa, Dichepodra and Pema Ling. In the middle lies the popular Chorten Kora. The lower part houses Gompu Kora and Ombane. In addition to its aesthetic beauty, the presence of several sacred sites blessed by highly realized Buddhist masters add sanctity to the place. Furthermore, the Dzongkhag is a home to the black-necked cranes at Bumdiling. This is a picture of the old Trashiyangtse Dzong, Dongdizong. Dongdizong is one of the oldest Dzongs in Bhutan. In the 9th century, when Lhase Tsangma's nephew was residing at Tsengkhela, the community requested him to visit their place. Upon reaching the site where the old Dzong once stood, he constructed Dongdizong. However, as it aged to rubbles, Tirten Pema Lingpa visited Trashiyangtse in the 15th century, during which the Dzong was restored to its former glory and named it Trashiyangtse Dzong. Trashiyangtse also houses the College of 13 Traditional Arts and Crafts. It is located 2 kilometers before reaching the town. Its growth began as an institute for 13 traditional arts and crafts. Its establishment was aimed at promoting preservation of the 13 traditional arts and crafts and provides a formal training platform for the youths to nurture and enhance their skills. Professional experts in each of the courses provide training. Trashiyangtse is popular for wood carving. Products such as tapa, pop, and several other products are not only marketed within the Dzongkhag but penetrate far beyond into the towns in other Dzongkhags as well, and are used as household items for decorating and eating.
Trashiyangtse is very famous for Shavo, where most of the wood products like tapas and pops are supplied from here. So this is again one thing which we would like to promote, and then along with other traditional activities like traditional paper making or desho. Here also the government has helped us in setting a common facility center for people to work as a group and produce these deshos for the market within the country.
Of the agricultural products, Trashiyangtse is popular for its chili called Urka Bangala. As compared to the other kinds of chilies, Urka Bangala is unique for its sweet taste. It is mostly grown in the Bumdiling in the village of Zamadu and Wamana. Even as a small country, Bhutan has been able to preserve the age-old traditions and culture. Trashiyangtse is a home to several age-old traditions and culture that are preserved even amidst penetrating forces of development. The people of the 8 Gyeogs in Trashiyangtse communicate in Sangla, Zalaka, Kurtep and Khenka, demonstrating the linguistic richness and diversity that the Dzongkhag is endowed with. Even as a small country, Bhutan has been able to preserve the age-old traditions and culture. Trashiyangtse is a home to several age-old traditions and culture that are preserved even amidst penetrating forces of development. In its upper part is the seat of Chapje Namkhe Nimpo, housing the popular Tichu Gempa, and its lower part houses the most popular sacred site of Guru Rinpoche, Kompu Kora, and in between The rice fields and dry lands provide for a scenic beauty where happiness is a natural derivative. This is Tongmi Jasa Gyeog. The people of the Gyeog derive their livelihood mainly from agriculture and livestock and also make income from cash crops and vegetables. This boulder is where Ugyen Guru Rinpoche meditated and subjugated a demon and blessed it sacred. Of the several hidden sites in the eastern region, this place is the most sacred one. Gompukora hosts a 3-day festival every year in the second month of the lunar calendar and is popularly called Gompukora Tsechu. It is not only the people from within the country that come to attend the festival, but also people from Montawang. Tongmi Jasa Gyeog has a central school, a primary school, and a community school that are spread in the villages. A unique heritage that the Gyeog owns is that the people come together to sponsor the Tsechu and is the oldest tradition that has managed to survive intact even to this day. Dzongkhag derives its name and is associated with Lhase Tsangma. When Lhase Tsangma requested the people to construct him a castle, the people instantly accepted the request and submitted that it is easy to construct a castle. Hence the place was named Dzongkhag. The people residing in the upper part of the Gyeog make their livelihood from cash crops such as potato and corn, and equally the people in the lower part survive on paddy, corn and food crops. As it is located close to Trashiyangtse town, marketing their products is not an issue. Dzongkhag generates income from silk weaving, and hence the women folks prioritize silk weaving over other activities. Their silk product is gaining increasing popularity in the country. The Gyeog has community benefiting facilities such as school, a BHU, R&R extension center, and conducts religious and spiritual activities. This golden bowl-like place that you see clearly is Ramjar Gyeog. The Gyeog has productivity of agriculture and livestock products. As majority of the land in the Gyeog is suitable for cultivation, the cultivation of food, cash, and fruit crops yield good productivity and provide income-generating opportunities.
Trashiyangtse Dzongkhag is mainly an agrarian society where most of the people are dependent on farming and livestock rearing as a means of their livelihood. So in order to improve this, we have come up with some options, and one of these important options is the creation of farmers groups and livestock groups so that they can concentrate on events or on activities of their choice and also to meet the demand of the customers. So there are farmer groups who are interested in chili growing, millet growing, rice growing, peanut growing, dairy rearing, poultry rearing. So these are the options which we have given them, and then they can choose as per their choice. And the main idea behind this is so that they are able to meet the demand, because both in quantity and quality. Because the demand for agriculture products and livestock products are increasing, and then we expect a pretty big increase when the Kolongchu project comes in full force within a few months or so, hopefully, and then thereby we have to be fully prepared to meet the demand. Otherwise, if the people of Trashiyangtse are not able to meet the demand of this large number of people, then we might lose the opportunity to other Dzongkhags or even to other people across the border.
Like other Gyeogs, it has basic infrastructure facilities such as school, R&R extension center, a BHU, hlagangs, gindes, and are connected by farm roads. Of the 8 Gyeogs in Trashiyangtse, This is Yalanggyog. It is located in the highland area close by Tawang region. The people are dependent on agriculture and livestock for their livelihood. The gyog is popular for pepper and is the most traded item, generating good income for the people. In order to foster close bonds of a good community relationship, the people spend the holidays playing archery matches. Yalang is also one gyog in Trashiyangtse where its chili produce hits the market long before other Bhutanese chilies. Hence, it provides good income earning opportunities to the people. It has a school, R&R extension center, and a community center. The villagers sponsor and organize religious programs at Dzongkhag Gempa Laga. This gyog is enclosed in a setting of pristine environment coupled with rich tradition and sacred hidden sites. These provide good income earning avenue through tourism in Tetso Gyog, as it is a home to a sacred hidden site, Ombane, whose geographical design and layout is similar to Paro Taktsang. It is also known as Taktsang of the East. Guru Rinpoche uttered Om Ahu, and of the three sacred sites, Ombane is one. The word Om is inscribed on the stone and is clearly visible. There are also several other sacred sites nearby. The sacredness of Ombane and the scenic beauty provides flourishment for camping and homestays, making it convenient for the pilgrims and the visitors. This is the fringe end of Jangputse village where the flow of Dangmechu adds to the scenic beauty to the sacred Gongsa Nye, blessed by Guru Rinpoche. Most of the pilgrims visit the Nye, especially during autumn and winter. Like other gyogs, Tetso Gyog also houses basic and essential facilities such as school, R&R extension center, a BHU, and a community center. It has 100% electricity coverage. In addition, because of the presence of the sacred sites, the gyog has a good scope for tourism to flourish.
One of the main missions of Trashi Yangtse Dzongkhag is to preserve and promote cultural heritage, and this is very important because Trashi Yangtse Dzongkhag is blessed with many holy places in which we would call Bayul, because we have in the whole country we are blessed with many of the Nyes like Opokora, Risum Gyomba, Pemaling in the north, and then many others. And that is why we put a lot of emphasis on cultural preservation and our taking care of our cultural heritage. And because of this, we feel we have great potential to attract tourism, not only tourism from outside the country, but also from within the country itself, because we feel the future market for tourism would be our local tourists. So because of that, we are very confident that Trashiyangtse will be able to cater to such tourists. And then the other attraction of Trashiyangtse is we are endowed with great biodiversity, and then moreover we have the Mundaling Wildlife Sanctuary situated here in Trashiyangtse, and then that is because Trashiyangtse is, I think, the second largest habitat of the world famous black-necked cranes, which comes to Mundaling in the winter. And then also over the years the Ludlow's glory, which is a almost extinct butterfly, has been discovered here. So that is also an added attraction. But however, we need to develop these tourist facilities, which we are trying to do, because we have certain shortfalls like accommodation, sanitation. So the Dzongkhag is actively pursuing programs to improve this so that when tourists do come here, so they can have a comfortable stay, at the same time enjoy the beauty and diversity of Trashiyangtse.
This is Yalanggyog. It is a gyog that is surrounded by 18 villages. It mostly has dry land where people cultivate corn, wheat, buckwheat and potatoes. The paddy is cultivated in the lowland areas. This is Dzongkhag Central School. It is located nearby the ruins of a castle that served as the summer seat of Lhase Thangma. In winter, he resided at Dzongkhag. The people of Khamdang speak several dialects. The people residing in the center of the gyog speak Thanglakha, while those in the northeast speak Kurtepkha. In some villages, the people speak Salakha. The gyog has a central, primary and community schools, BHU and R&R Extension Center. It is connected by farm roads and enables the people to market their farm produce to Doksam, Chortenkora and far into Tashigaon town. We now welcome you to the vase-like valley of Bumdiling Gyog. The gyog is a protected nature reserve and a roosting ground for the black-necked cranes and hence considered as a sacred place. Shingpel village, although remote, houses several forestry-related projects that not only contribute to conserving our pristine biodiversity but also provides livelihood sustenance for the people. Like other highland communities, the people of Bumdiling generate income from cordyceps indigenously known as Yatsagembup. Another income-generating source include manufacturing traditional Bhutanese paper. It houses the most sacred Riksum Gempa, Dichepodra and Pema Lingne. Guru Rinpoche blessed Pema Lingne as a sacred site. According to the oral sources, there are several caves and lakes that Guru Rinpoche had meditated and blessed. Thus, all lakes are lathos. The latho of Pel Dechok Korlodompa is the source of Kolongchu. Because of the association of the source to Pel Dechok Korlo, in olden days, Kolongchu was also known as Korlochu. According to Guru Rinpoche's Kathang Serthang and Loyi Chejung, Dichepodra is located in the village of Womana. Sources state that Guru Rinpoche flew from Taksang via Singezon, Kuje, Aja to Dichepodra. Guru Rinpoche founded several hidden sites, of which Guru's statue can still be seen today. Earlier, the people used to organize offering of sacrament at Dichepodra during auspicious days. The popular Riksum Gempa was founded by Lama Tsiring Gyatso, a disciple of the 9th Je Khenpo Shakya Rinchen. Later, Lama Janchup Gyaltsen, nephew of Lama Tsiring Gyatso, expanded it. The 13th Je Khenpo Je Yönten Thaye appointed Lam Nawang Lode as the 3rd chief abbot. A statue of Jo Shakyamuni was installed as the main relic of the Gempa. According to the oral sources, during the time of the 5th chief abbot, the statue spoke that it is equally blessed as that of Lhasa Jo. Thus, of the several sacred stories associated with the Gempa, this is one of the resounding stories of sacredness. Yangtse Gyog is located nearby the Dzongkhag administration. Thus, access to market is ensured. The Gyog hosts the most sacred stupa modeled after the Bodhanath stupa in Nepal, which was built by Kedrup Nawang Lode in 1740. According to the oral sources, the people of Montawang offered a girl whose body was dotted with the marks of Dakini to be used as the inner relic of the stupa. It is because of this reason that the people of Montawang come to Chortenkora to circumambulate the stupa on the 15th day of the first lunar month, popularly known as Chengakora, while the Bhutanese do it on the 30th of the first lunar month, popularly known as Namgakora. Yalanggyog has basic community benefiting facilities such as school, BHU and R&R Extension Center. It also has lagangs where the people organize religious affairs on auspicious dates. What we are seeing now is Trashiyangtse town. Generally, Trashiyangtse town embodies the traditional cultural heritage which is demonstrated in the traditional architectural grandeur of which the houses are constructed. This manifestation is especially uniquely demonstrated in the similar traditional architectural designs of Trashiyangtse town, unlike other towns in the country. Bumdiling Wildlife Sanctuary was established in 1998, covering 1,520.61 kilometers. It broadly implements functions as provided in the conservation guidelines. The ongoing construction of Kolongchu hydropower project is expected not only to benefit Bhutan but also trigger economic growth for Trashi Dzongkhag. After the completion, it is expected to generate 600 megawatt of electricity. Given its pristine environment and traditional cultural heritage, Trashiyangtse is a place where tourists would like to visit to quench their thirst of a meaningful tourism and travel. Besides housing Dzongkhag Administration Office, it also houses a court, Royal Bhutan Police, banks, electricity, telecom, playground, and other infrastructure for public service delivery.
Also, one of the main ways which we feel important is that to ensure people get their necessary service on time, we have introduced the standard operating procedures. So whereby we have also introduced turnaround time for the various activities or various services that are offered by the Dzongkhag. It may be agriculture service, livestock service, even census, even just making a citizenship ID card. So these are very important for the people, yet these services may get delayed. So we have said now we have to have the standard operating procedures so that people know exactly when they can come and within how many days or how many weeks such services will be delivered. So we are following through this very vigorously, and we make sure that such facilities are
in Trashiyangtse, several development assistances are continuously provided by the royal government. We, the civil servants, in the witness of the Triple Gem, placing the purest dedication, pledge to serve in whatever capacity required. Having made this submission, the Trashiyangtse Dzongkhag administration and the people offer gratitude to His Majesty the King and His Majesty the Fourth King, and pray that the Wangchuk dynasty continue to live long and the compassionate deeds continue to spread for to benefit the citizens for all time to come. Welcome to the beautiful land inhabited by pure heart people, to Trashiyangtse Dzongkhag.